Good to see you're feeling better.
Thank you. Mr. Finnegan, was it?
Sweet Mother Mary. Have we taken in the village idiot?
Barry! Remember, Shay, I'm Cassidy, and this is...
Barry!
You've been ill for weeks.
I hate to have been a burden.
See? He's a civilized fella.
Aye, for a clumsy deckhand. Probably fell off his ship half drunk.
Barry!
He's right.
What do y'all want?
What's going on?
You wretch, how dare you!
Shut up, woman.
Ow!
Leave her alone.
Ah!
Now what are you going on about?
Stay out of this, you fool!
Well, I was going to, but... Now you've made things personal.
The hour rings for your death!
And don't come back! Thank you, Shay. In my younger days, I could have taken them one-handed.
Why were these men bothering you?
Ah, the usual. They feel they're owed money because they're not harming citizens. Mark me words, those gangs are going to be the downfall of this city.
Wait here, I have something for you. It won't do you any good walking around Starkers. Here, try these on. They were our sons.
I suppose, if you're looking for trouble, you'll be needing these.
Thank you.
Don't you look a right gentleman?
Gas.
Did I have a book with me?
Just those peculiar weapons.
Thank you both. If you'll excuse me. The manuscript is at the bottom of the Atlantic.
You again! You'll regret this! The Finnegans are dead! Hear me? Dead! Putting your nose in other people's business ain't nice! You picked the wrong side! You'll regret this! And so will the Finnegans!
What have you and your friends got against the Finnegans?
I got no gripe. My boss sent me over.
Ah, and where's he set up?
You can't miss it. There's always black smoke rising from the courtyard of that building. Ah! taste of this. I mean it. These guns shoot wild! Get up! You can't slip away from us, you mangy dog! I can shoot him! On my watch, your death is upon thee! If only he could stand still for a second! Fleeing is futile. Assist me in my our territory, He's getting away. Must I do everything? You run interference. I'll regroup our forces. On my watch, though. I'll catch him. I promise you that.
That will help us smoke.
Be at ease, Master Cormac. We are friends. The Finnegans were worried you might take matters into your own hands. I am Colonel George Monroe.
Colonel?
I came to help, but I see I am late. Thank you for dealing with these foul criminals. They were a blight on New York.
What do you care? You redcoats are nothing but landlords. The townsfolk here are grinding away, trying to make a living.
I cannot blame you for having that impression. Some of my comrades have been less than helpful. But I take a different approach.
And what is that?
I care. I want to see these colonists safe and prosperous.
Noble words.
Perhaps actions will convince you otherwise, Master Cormac.
Here. Reclaim what they have stolen. Now let us use some of that money for the good of the city. I realize you have no reason to trust me, Master Cormac.
You said you were a friend of the Finnegans.
I am. Their late son worked for me. You are much like him.
How so?
He cared, and he wanted to do good by the people. We shared a dream, he and I, that of making the world a better place. We survived full bodies, warm clothing. Freedom from want is the greatest freedom of all.
It almost sounds like you have goodwill towards the people you govern.
I do not govern, Master Cormac. I merely assist. See this neglected edifice, Master Cormac? We can make it better. Urban renewal is a new science, but one that has already proven effective on the continent. I've arranged for resources. Use them to improve that building.
What fine work!
The neighborhood will be much better now.
I suspect New York will prosper under your watch, Master Cormac. You can do great things for this city and its citizens. After all, a man needs purpose. Farewell for now, Master Cormac.
And at the moonshine.
Merry begotten as well.
The Colonel strikes me as an honorable man. Someone who wants to do what's right. And he may have a point. With everything that has happened. With what I've done. I can't change the past. But maybe there's a future for me here. And maybe, just maybe, I can do what's right this time. I should head back to the Finnegans. Let them know I'm fine.
Shay, Colonel Monroe told us what happened.
You, sir, are a fool. But thanks.
Master Cormac, I am sorry to bother you when you were barely out of your sick bed.
No, I've had enough of being cooped up.
Then perhaps you could get a friend of mine out of trouble. He discovered a nest of criminals developing strange weapons. Look at these. Bullets as loud and bright as firecrackers. If we might have a moment alone. His name is Christopher Gist. And he might be in over his head. I fear these brutes will hang him like a dog.
I will not let those outlaws have another victim.
Good. The villains are entrenched at Old Fort Arsenal. I have urgent business in Albany. Please tell Master Gist to join me there.
Did you hear, dearie? They are hanging a man in the old fort.
Oh, 'twould be a shame to miss that.
Back here, right now! You can't slip away from us, you lazy dog! This bastard nicked what we rightfully stole!
I can hit it from here.
Ready to take him down? Down you go! Try running off now! Watch him snipe. That's a good line on here. Down you go!
Christopher Guest. I'm Shay Cormac.
What are you doing here? Mind the ass kick.
The Colonel sent me.
Good show, Shay. Ran them right out of their own den.
I wasn't looking for a new place to live.
Well, don't put your name on the door yet. There may be a few men left on their ship. Look, the bird is nested right over there.
It's Morrigan. What is she doing there? That's my ship, friend. Begging your pardon, but I must go fetch her back from those louts.
Oh, wait! I can hardly let you do that alone.
Help me if you can, then.
Keep your wits about you, Shay. Criminals are everywhere, and most of them look just like law-abiding citizens.
And they've been harassing the people who've nursed me back to health.
Sounds like good folks.
They are. Perhaps you know them. Barry and Cassidy Finnegan.
I've never met them, but I knew their son. Careful now. These ruffians can be anywhere. You can draw them out by making noise.
Oh, I've got something better than that.
Well, you seem to be more than capable of taking care of this matter.
Tell you what, I shall find a new crew for your vessel, in case you have to leave post-haste.
time to die.
She's a fine ship. And true to my word, I found a crew for her. I did leave one position unfilled, though. Tell me, Shay, do you have a first mate?
He's long gone.
Then I apply for the post, Captain.
Welcome aboard.
As your first mate, may I suggest our next destination? The Colonel will be expecting me to report back.
My thoughts exactly. Colonel Monroe said he'd be in Albany.
Splendid! Captain's at the helm! The Colonel waits on Albany.
In good health, I see.
Thanks to the captain here.
'Tis a fine vessel, Captain Cormac.
Thank you, Colonel Monroe.
Master Gist, did you learn more about our conspirators and their new weapons?
Well, only that their base of operations is a French fort further downriver.
It's a little close for comfort, isn't it?
If the French have installed a fort in our territory, they are likely preparing an assault. New York could burn. Will you join us, Master Cormac?
Aye. Enough innocents have died already.
Might I suggest we improve our vessel? The Morrigan is good, but with a few more supplies, she could be unstoppable. And there's a French outpost nearby I happen to know.
I like the sound of that. What are the French up to there? Just occupying the territory?
It is an economic incursion more than a geographical one. Some of the ruffians are sponsored by enemies of the colonies. They intend to undermine local authorities.
I've heard they steal from civilians and resell essential goods for 10 times the price.
It's always the little fella who gets skinned.
We're bearing down on those rocks, Captain!
You and Gist here seem inspired. Is there something in the water? Or in the whiskey?
Why do you say that, Mr. Cormac?
I think Shay is skeptical about our intentions towards our fellow men.
Flotsam, sir. I understand there is no need. I simply want these colonies to be a place of safety, development, and purpose.
Funny. I thought rich men wanted them to be a place of profit.
I am not a rich man, Master Cormac. Money means an end, not an end in and of itself.
Says you. I think it's a fine end to a game of cards.
Fire!
Trucking cargo for the taking, sir.
Should be nearby.
Safe! Get off the squad!
grand général anglais est mort en traversant un club de lecture. Et toujours le navire de Daniel au large. Espèce d'inspection. Comme la plus de allez, ne vous laissez pas distancer! Ces anguilles cherchent à filer! Plus vite! On perd du terrain! Fichez-moi la paix! Je n'ai rien fait! Je sais que vous vous emmerdez. C'est pas une raison pour être moins vigilant. Jean et la Violette, vous allez patrouiller le côté nord. Soyez alerte. On ne sait pas ce qui peut nous tomber dessus. Allez, maniez-vous un peu. Je sais que vous vous emmerdez, mais c'est pas une raison pour être moins vigilant. Jean et la Violette, vous allez patrouiller le côté nord.
Moi qui croyais avoir tout vu. Mieux vaut reprendre la ronde.
Soyez alerte. On ne sait pas ce qui peut nous tomber dessus.
Here's the key to my heart. Well, to the spoils here at the very least.
Ne restez pas là, les bras ballants, bande de mous du genou. Aidez-moi à trouver le coupable. Je me fiche de tes explications. Prends-toi. Et adorer ça, je le sens. Sur toi. Hey, sors de là. Ah. Donc je me suis enrôlé pour une autre année.
Vraiment? Attends. C'était quoi ça?
Tu nous tiendras pas! Je vous en prie, ne tirez pas! Halte! Arrête de courir! Tu ne sortiras pas! Il faut dépasser ça, les gars. Et cesser de bouger. Si on comptait...
Arrête! Arrête tout ça!
Messieurs, vous aurez des tours?
Good show, Shay. Now let's use those materials to give the Morrigan more firepower. We will need more powerful guns before we... Splendid! That fort and the defenders will tremble before the Morrigan.
Captain has the helm!
Your ship is in fine form, Master Cormac. That fort should offer little resistance.
I rather hope the frogs offer some, else this will be a dull day.
Never wish for battle, Master Gist. There is plenty around here for any of our lifetimes.
Besides, if we find the fort's commander, the French will surrender, no?
Indeed, that is a sensible strategy. But we will have to wear down the fort's defenses first. Otherwise, they will just dig in like a wounded bear.
ricochet! Knock her down like a game of ninepins!
Begin by hitting her towers.
As the Colonel says!
Brace yourselves! Fire! Fire!
Hit that! Steady!
Fire!
Hey, down in the hit first!
Brace!
Enemies firing! They are firing a volley! Taking it!
Fire! Brace! Fire!
Ready, Captain!
Fire!
Closely watched by our enemies.
Fire!
That's got them!
Fire! Fire!
Take that doctor! Ready to fire, sir!
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Get on the side!
Fire!
Damage report!
Fire!
They are firing a volley! Ready, Captain!
Fire! Fire!
To fire, Captain! They have reinforcements on the way! Hostile warships on our heels! Enemy making voice! It's a good move!
Briefing on tops!
Enemies
Loose all and trim sharp to the wind! Brace yourselves!
We're being raided with a long gun, sir!
Fire! Fire!
Throwing grenades!
Fasten yourselves! Loose and trim too! Tops, gallants, royals, studs!
Ship taking damage!
Fire!
We're a painting target for their mortars! Damn!
Brace yourselves!
Fire! Good shot and finish! Ready to Awaiting orders, sir.
Fire!
Miss, damn it.
Fire! Fire!
Superb! Now find the fort commander. Watch your course,
Start on
Captain!
sail! Get the mates free! Douse on sail!
Anchor away! On ne bouge plus. Il est temps d'en finir. Arrête. Je peux la battre d'ici. Oh, je peux toucher. Ne t'aimera pas. Je vois. Je peux l'avoir. Passez derrière lui. Tu n'es pas la battre ici. Je crois que je peux l'atteindre. Je peux le tirer. Je peux l'atteindre. Je le dis au musée. Descends. Je le vois. Je peux tirer. Allez, ne vous laissez pas distancer. Joli, on perd du terrain. Je peux la battre d'ici. Je l'ai en joue. Je le vois. Je peux tirer en joue. Je peux la battre d'ici. Je le vois. Je peux tirer. Je peux la battre. Je le vois. Je peux tirer. Je le vois. Je peux tirer. Marche dans un couloir. La battre d'ici. Je le vois. Je peux tirer. Je peux la battre. Je le vois. Je peux tirer. Je le vois. Je peux tirer. Quelle blague! Cette charogne est là-bas! Bien essayé! Mais tu es déjà mort!
Le chasseur?
Say, it has been so long. Were you on a special mission?
Yes. From Achilles.
How interesting. So am I.
Don't make me do this, Le Chasseur!
Assassinate me? I thought that was your specialty.
We could both just leave.
Ah, but then I would tell your brothers that you are alive. You have to kill me.
That's your best!
You are always good at your business, Shay.
As were you. Tell me, what are you doing inland?
Special weapons. Poisonous gases to use against colonial authorities. I am merely a delivery man.
Then may your final delivery be swift. Le Chasseur was right. I had no other choice. If the assassins find out I'm alive, they'll come after me. Yeah. Yeah.
While you were busy taking down that fort, I happened to stumble upon the treasury.
You don't say.
The Colonel thanks and congratulates you, Shay. He has returned to New York. But you look troubled.
Do you ever wonder if you're doing the right thing, Gist? If you chose the right path?
I used to, my young friend, but not anymore. Not since I met the Colonel. What's the question? The French are entrenched in our territory. It's about time we root them out.
Of course. You're right. Let's head back to New York.
Aye, Captain.
These criminals have grown crazy.
If you ask me.
Singular, lad.
I cannot thank you enough. You are a hero.
I can't see him anymore.
Escalate.
You could not have arrived at a better time, my friend.
Ah, Master Cormac. What you have learned from Le Chasseur was confirmed. The local lawbreakers are changing tactics.
What's their plan now?
Their boss has hired Benjamin Franklin to produce new weapons for them. He's very well guarded.
Benjamin Franklin? The scientist?
You have heard of him? Good. He is making equipment to spread gases among the populace. Toxic ones, as it turns out.
The populace? I thought they would use it against the authorities. Though that would be terrible as well.
The ruffians we have arrested refer to an intimidating woman. I believe she is behind these nefarious plans.
I'll look into this.
Thank you.
Hope. I pray it's not you.
Shay! It is good to see you again. Your friend Hope said you were away.
I was. Sir, I've come to collect the results of your experiments.
Oh, well, it's a very good thing then. I just finished fixing the prototype. Here you go. I was preparing to leave for Philadelphia, and then Europe. I was invited to lecture in London. Oh, would you be so kind as to inform Mistress Hope?
Of course. God, Hope. What are you doing with these felons? Turning the city against itself. What have you become?
Something the matter, Master Cormac?
No. Yes, just old memories.
When I am issued new recruits burdened with regrets, I tell them the surest way to lose them is with gunpowder.
You're right, Colonel.
This prototype seems very powerful. Use it with care, Master Cormac. Our intelligence says this thing can destroy certain fortifications, as well as injure several enemies at once. There is also a more subtle way to use it. Some of these grenades contain a strong sedative. Fire one into the crowd and they will fall asleep immediately. We should test this new weapon. Use it against that door. Go ahead, Master Cormac. Shoot the door. Use these grenades to destroy that door. Good work. Good work. I think you are ready to turn this new weapon against the ruffians who would have used it. There is an abandoned factory nearby hiding a dangerous poison. Right now, it only causes sleep. But I fear those outlaws are distilling it. A more powerful formula could sicken, perhaps even kill.
And that's my first target.
Be careful, Master Cormac. We understand that the ingredients...
All the better.
Now.
If I mess with this, maybe I can break the whole system.
Stay away! This is dangerous!
He's getting away! I can shoot him! Have a shot. Ready to fire. Clear shot. I can't see it!
I've got a shot!
must get out, or I'm as good as dead.
Ah, what marvelous destruction, Captain. I saw the smoke all the way from the Morrigan.
That should discourage those miscreants. New York is safe for now.
With all due respect, Colonel, it's going to take more than a few explosions to get rid of this kind of trouble.
The boy is right, Colonel Monroe.
Shay, was it? Congratulations. You just burned a whole lot of rats out of New York. I'm Jack Weeks. This is William Johnson. I don't know about him, but I'm pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
It is, terribly dusty here. I'm sure Shay can recount his adventures to us over a pint. Hey, the first round's on, the Colonel, huh?
Is something the matter, Master Cormac?
Just a little confused. I must have breathed some of that gas.
Some ale will do you good. Come, we are all friends here. You will be taken care of.